Being able to brace your core effectively is an important foundation of your training. If you're not bracing properly, you're not getting an effective force transfer through your lifts, and you're not creating the required stability to lift heavier loads safely. Bracing is not just about sucking in your stomach, it's about creating full tension through your trunk and creating enough intra-abdominal pressure to have the required stability for your lifting. It also ensures an effective force transfer through your body. If you're trying to knock down a building, would you prefer to use a sledgehammer or a pool noodle? Because the sledgehammer is solid, it's able to transfer the force that you produce into the building to create an impact, whereas the pool noodle isn't going to be very useful at all. The same applies when you lift. You want to be the sledgehammer, not the pool noodle. To help you learn how to brace effectively, I'm going to go through some bracing do's and don'ts. Firstly, you want to make sure your rib cage and pelvis are stacked on top of each other. So rather than having your ribs flared out and your pelvis tilted anteriorly, we want to close that position, close the distance between our rib cage and our hips so that they're stacked on top of each other and our diaphragm and pelvic floor can work together to create intra-abdominal pressure. The second thing to do when you're bracing is breathe in before you start the lift. You want to take a deep breath in and think about the full expansion of your rib cage so that you're able to fill your lungs with air and create enough tension. You'll then want to hold your breath and contract your core muscles. A good way to practice what this feels like is to take a big deep breath in and feel the expansion of your rib cage, and then try and breathe out but block your throat with your tongue. You'll feel tension through your trunk and your pelvic floor will lift up. This is the tension that you want to create when you brace before a lift. The last bracing do is to hold your breath for the duration of the lift. You want to have consistent tension in your core when you're lifting, and if you breathe out, you'll lose that intra-abdominal pressure, so hold your breath until you finish the lift. I also have two key bracing don'ts. The first one is don't bear down. Have you ever heard of people getting hemorrhoids or a pelvic floor injury from pushing really hard during childbirth or when they're constipated? This is because they are bearing down and creating too much pressure in that area. So make sure you're not bearing down when you lift, or you could be at risk of hemorrhoids or pelvic floor injury. And as I've already mentioned, don't breathe out during the lift. This will reduce the intra-abdominal pressure you're able to create, and you'll lose some of the tension as you're lifting. Being able to brace effectively will help you be able to move heavy loads safely. We want to be able to lift for many years to come, and learning how to do so safely is the key to longevity.